So, Chef Sandy and Apple Cider, they're going to finally come out of the closet?
Well, it looks like it's always been sort of an open secret rather, that... Secret. It's always been sort of an open secret that they have other things and other fandoms that they do, but it looks like Bronyville here will be headed over to...
The Transformers side.
Yeah, a furry convention that's actually happening about 30-minute walk from where I live, so...
How scandalous.
Yeah. I'll be going over to that convention. It's actually, there's an anime convention that I go to every year that's in the same building that I've taken pictures of and put them on my Tumblr and written articles about and had Brony meetups there. But before that happens, during the winter, there's a furry convention in January. So I'll be heading over to that, hopefully with them, to record their panel. And who knows, it might be really awesome.
It just goes to further prove this theory that's just coming into my head just now, which means I've given zero thought to it, but I have a theory that in 2013 we're going to see a war between the non-furry bronies and the furry bronies. About whether or not the furries are going to be accepted.
That war's been going on for ages already.
Oh, it's going to come to a head because the second EFR finds out about it, they're going to have a field day. which means I'm thinking seeing how we might go to BronyCon 2013. And if we do, I think I'm going to go dressed as a comic book fascist.
A comic book fascist?
Yeah, like Red Skull. Except with the Red Skull, but like with the really classy trench coat and the pants and the gloves and the jack boots. I'll have those jack boots that are like really cool that actually have the metal in the heels so that whenever I walk, you just hear click, click, click. And then, like, I'll walk around and I'll just be a fascist. I'll laugh maniacally and shit. And be like, you all are furries. Every single one of you. I really want to play Far Cry 3. Ben, what game do you want to play really bad right now?
Right now, Jesus. I cannot wait for them to raise the level cap on Borderlands 2. I have a one-track mind. I'm sorry. I am still playing Borderlands 2.
Well, actually, you know what? If we ever get around, actually, I need to get off my fat ass and try to find that episode of Electric Brony where we talked about Borderlands 2. After that little kerfuffle with King Cheetah, I kind of lost that episode. I have it somewhere. I know I didn't delete it. I have it somewhere. I just need to find it. But yeah, actually, I just remembered that they're probably going to be putting in an easy mode into Dark Souls. And I kind of want to talk to Atticus about it, see if he is upset by that at all. What do you think about that?
I think
the dumbing down of games.
You guys were discussing how games have become easier over the years.
Well, we haven't. Well, yeah, we kind of touched on that. Yeah.
I'm rather actually ambivalent to it. Maybe I'm biased because I'm not much of a gamer. So when it comes to video games that are just plain old hard, I tend to stray away from.
Well, I've actually, and this is actually the cool shit thing I'm going to be plugging later on, but I've kind of been turning around to the whole idea of of being ambivalent, because I'm honestly turning to the opinion of, if you've paid for the game, you deserve to see everything it has to offer. Whether or not you see it in hard mode or easy mode, it doesn't matter. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Because honestly, like, an easy mode in Dark Souls is not going to affect anything at all.
Yeah.
But
for me, like,
but gamers, much like bronies, will complain.
I don't think there's anyone quite like bronies when it comes
I don't
to
know,
complaining.
Man. Have you been on Kotaku? Have you been on Destructoid or IGN? You know,
That's true. Well, here's the thing, though. You know, complaining about the way somebody makes a video game is really actually normal nowadays. You know, everyone does that. There's always some nitpick that someone doesn't like about a video game. But nitpicking about a little girl's show and, for instance, say, the way they write a character, you know, I think just sort of takes it.
Oh, like with King Sombra or Sombra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this will actually ties into our main topic. People taking things too seriously and getting too invested in the source material, I think, is just very silly. And we'll touch on that in our main topic tonight, which I have to name still.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. All I want to say now is that finally I can lucid dream and pretend that Luna's in my dreams. Luna with her red and green sweater and her fedora and her gigantic claw hand. Oh, wait, that's Freddy Krueger. Never mind. Princess Luna's Freddy Krueger. I was calling it the day the episode came out, and finally there's fan art of it. I am happy. That was an awful intro.
just roll the fucking song.
Yeah. God damn it. All right, welcome to the Grand Cancer. Welcome to the Grand. God damn it. Welcome to the Grand Canterlot Cavalcade in color, a Gentle Colts podcast for sophisticated bronies. Episode 43. Everything they do is absolutely revolting. I am your number one co-host, emdefmek. And with me is number two co-host and bullshit speak.
I'm here. We're recording on a Monday.
Yeah, and as usual, I've been drinking, so. Yeah. And like the weather outside, you know, it's up here in the frosty state of South Dakota. I'm a lot like a car that's been sitting overnight. It took a couple cranks, but I finally got started. Okay. All right. Metal shit. We air Tuesday nights, Wednesday mornings, blah blah. Celestial Radio. If you want to hear the episode early and higher quality, listen in at Ponify.me, starting at 5 a.m. GMT. And our other thing is we are going, and by we I mean I, and because I decided we're going to do this with no discussion with and bullshit. Episode 45, which will be the last episode of 2012, we're gonna jump on the bandwagon that every single other fucking podcast is doing, and having I guess sort of a 2012 year in review / award show. And it will be the 42nd annual GCC Black Tie Battle to the Death Awards ceremony in the Quadrigon, where we pit underpaid and underfed fandom artists and media creators against each other in a variety of challenges, such as RMBK water turbine maintenance and Hostess Twinkie copyright transfer negotiations. So be sure to check it out.
I'm going to have to come up with really silly sounding awards now for this episode.
And for people wondering, the RMBK is the reactor design that was Chernobyl. And the water turbines were what failed and caused it to explode. So there you have it. All right. Well, I think we're dragging in this old horse for another time, for another appearance. It's sort of been like tucked away back in the back of the closet, so pulled it out and dusted it off and sort of beat the shit out of it a little bit to wake it up and get it going. Shoved the ginger root up its ass. So, did you want intro? Did you want to?
All right. Coming.
Yeah, make it so I don't have to talk.
Returning in all of its fantastic glory is the fan favorite segment this week titled "The Last Thing You Jacked Off to, the Third." And so for those of you who haven't been around quite as long as some of our other listeners, this is a little game that emdefmek and I and other hosts or guests like to play with each other, where we attempt to play a sort of 10 questions type game, 20 questions type game with 10 questions, where we try and guess with the last pony-related piece of porn each other masturbated to. So it looks like from the way that this is put down here, it's going to be me starting off asking emdefmek about his, and then emdefmek asking me about mine. So we got 10 questions, and I guess I'll start here. So my first question is, emdefmek, is the drawing style pony-styled, anthro, or humanized?
Pony.
All right. Is it a singular, or are there multiple ponies in the picture?
It is singular.
Singular, all right.
Singularity.
Is the pony in the picture a... what species is the pony?
It is an alicorn.
Okay. I think I know.
Wow.
I know what this is here. Is this from the 30-minute hentai challenge?
Yes.
For those of you who don't follow the 30-minute art challenge, it is a sort of, I guess, what is it, like weekly, monthly little challenge that runs where the Tumblr user who hosts the challenge puts out a subject and has all the other artists following them draw pictures, and oftentimes it's dirty. This time, the subject was alicorn rarity. So let's see. My next question then, I suppose, would be, do they have... Oh, it's pony-styled. So... is your picture by a trill?
Yes.
Okay, well, I actually just saved this picture to my hard drive like 10 minutes ago. And it's a picture of Rarity as an alicorn.
We certainly live up to the standards of our critics.
Lying down on her side with a dripping vagina facing towards the camera.
Let me just say, I think Atrill's cheating because goddamn, he can fucking crank this shit out.
He's a very quick artist. He is.
I think isn't he a comic book artist?
I actually have no idea what he does.
I have to talk with Sinad. Sinad plays with him a lot in Guild Wars too. I have to ask him what he does for a living.
Yeah,
I think he has to be like a comic book artist.
The other reason why Trill's Tumblr is so fun is because he also hosts Sidon's art, whose art style is very similar to his. So not only is Trill really quick at drawing and just sort of pumps out a lot of content, he also has another person, as part of the blog who also draws the same sort of stuff that he does. So if you're not...
I just had a thought. You know how like in Borderlands and Borderlands 2, whenever you get up to a boss, and I'm trying to remember, isn't it when they do the intro and it sort of cuts the boss or the character of the boss out and then like shows their name?
Yeah.
Does it show like a little blurb about what they are or what they're about? It does?
It gives a little tagline, like a flavor text.
Okay, yeah, that's what that thing is called, flavor text. I always thought it was funny is if we ever got flavor text for us, like for you and Bullshit and me and Defmek, the one for me could just be like, can tell a Trill and Science art apart. Because I swear I can do it.
Actually, lately, it used to be that I could tell them apart pretty well, but lately it's, Sidon has just sort of gotten so much better at mimicking a Trill style that a couple of the latest pictures by Sidon, I actually just sort of saved them and glossed over them thinking they were a Trills until I later looked back on them and they had Sidon's signature and I was like, wow, what a surprise.
Sidon's, his faces are slightly wider, I think, than the Trills. And there's other things, but I figure every once in a while I'll give a tip. To tell the difference.
Admittedly, when I look at any of their pictures, I'm not really looking at their face.
Yes, because you're a horrible human being.
Yes, I'm a horrible human being who likes nipples.
Speaking of nipples, dude, you remember way back when we did the whole big live stream with you and I and Darkly and Sined, and we were doing the E3 thing?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And we were watching that Far Cry 3 presentation.
Yeah.
The thing I never realized is that the one chick, I forgot her name already, but the one chick who's like the tribal leader, her nipples are only painted over. And and I know this because earlier today I was rewatching the presentation. I had it on high def on my TV. And I looked and I'm like, somebody put a lot of effort into detailing her nipples. Somebody at Ubisoft Montreal, like, spent a lot of time, like, detailing, like, all the little tiny ridges and all the detail that goes into a nipple. It's like, wow. And they presented that at E3. And that went out on, like, IGN and all that. So it's like, huh, there you go. Anyway. What were we doing?
It's your turn to guess on.
Right. All right. So that means I have to start. How many questions you got up to? Like 5, right?
I finished out the 4th question.
Okay, 4. Yeah. Still haven't beat my record. I think. Well, I was guessing J-Hoof, and it was like 3. It was like 2 or 3.
Is it rarity? Is it Sidon's rarity?
Yeah. Yeah, it was like 2 questions. I'm like, yeah, I got it. Oh, J-Hoof, you're so one-dimensional. Anyway, okay, and bullshit. All right. Is the last thing you jacked off to, did it come from that archive Brave Burn put up, that 400 megabyte archive?
No, it did not.
God damn it.
You're frantically clicking through it right now.
No, because I'm not. Because unlike you, I am a child of the Lord. I'm going to heaven. Is it Pony alicorn, or okay, what species is it?
There are two Pegasi in this picture.
Okay. Human, anthro, or pony?
It's pony styled.
Okay. Wait, so that's 3 questions. Pony style. Is it main 6?
Yes. Both ponies are main 6.
Okay, so it's okay. So yeah, it's Fluttershy and Rainbow Dirge,
Rainbow Douche.
Rainbow Deuce. Let's see. No, I have no clue what this is, but whatever. I'll entertain our listeners. By making you describe it. Is it foreplay or is it like full on?
Oh no, there's some penetration and some rubbing and some squirting.
Is there anal penetration?
Yes.
Okay, I think I know what this art is, but I don't know who the artist is. So I'll just keep going. Where are we at? 5 questions now? Or 4?
That was your 6th question.
Okay, 6 questions. Yeah, because I'm obviously not going to get this. But all right, how many vaginas could you see in it?
Only one.
Okay. And that was probably Fluttershy's vagina. Is it a human-like vagina, or is it like a full-blown,
it's a
meaty, fleshy horse vagina?
It's human-styled.
Okay. Is Is there filthy bits? Are they a different color from the rest of her body? Are they slightly darker?
No, the whole picture itself is just sort of sepia colored. There's no real colors in it.
Oh, I have no clue what this is. Okay, fuck. I guess I'll just make my 10th one my guess. I don't know. Will draw for food.
I have actually never seen any of Will Draw's porn.
You haven't?
No, I haven't.
Really? I should
go looking. No, the picture in question, and I'll post it in the Google Docs here.
Oh yeah, I need to post mine up.
Is by CVM, who I know we've pimped him before. He's the guy who draws with he drew that series of ponies milking. And this was actually posted today in a sort of aggregate post of various sketches he'd made. And it's a picture of Rainbow Dash shoving a carrot in Fluttershy's ass.
Lovely. Let me look at this. Oh yeah, I haven't seen this before. Oh yeah, this is that guy. This is that weird guy. Didn't he draw Twilight Sparkle with tits in the middle of her torso or something?
Yeah, he drew a series of pictures that were similar to the Milkmare of Trottingham. He's just gigantic, floppy crotch boobs.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy is weird. And you're weird. You're going to hell. All right. I think we're done here. Let's go take that thing out back and just shoot it in the head.
One day maybe it will make its glorious return, but today is not that day.
Yeah. It's no. It's not that day. We need more people for it. We need more people sitting here being really uncomfortable about it. Speaking of which, when are we gonna have Chef Sandy and apple cider back?
That's a good question. I suppose it really depends on if there's anything that they want to talk about that relates to to our show.
Oh, we can talk to them after FurCon.
Yeah,
let's just plan. Let's just do that. Let's just make plans right now without their consent.
we will talk to them, and they will be on our show, and they don't know it yet.
Yes, they will be here. So, so let's head on over to our main topic.
All right.
And wow, that's a lovely title you have for our main topic. Well, you were the one who brought this up.
Right. And our main topic this week is crazy bronies and their cocks. So, for those of you who follow the artist Kevin Sano, may know that his birthday just passed. And
you may also know that he has a real obsession with Twilight Sparkle.
Yes. And so, as per the norm, as it were, in the community of clop artists, when it is somebody's birthday, you often draw them or their OC or something along those lines fucking their favorite pony. And so if you were following Kevin Sano, you no doubt got a huge, gigantic spam of lots and lots of Twilight Sparkle porn. And it was great fun, and it was hilarious, and many pictures were saved that day. Well, I recently, and this is fucking great. I recently got this paste bin link.
Okay, let me stop you right there. For our listeners who also listen to the Comedy Button, you may or may not remember, Brian Altano was talking about Yahoo Answers, about how he imagines that Yahoo Answers was founded by this old Jewish woman who was like, what if you want to know how to make lentil soup? Now you can ask and find out. And then she launches it, and 3 days later she looks at it, and there's a question on there, how can I date rape a unicorn and not get in trouble? And she just goes, I've created a monster, I don't know what to do. And I feel like the creator of Pastebin is in a very similar position, because Pastebin was created with the purpose of developers would have an easy and safe way to post up code to share with other developers to use in various APIs and apps and programs. And now look what happened to it.
It's a place for people to dump their chat logs with Purple Tinker and all sorts of fun things.
He created a monster. Okay, so go ahead. I need to deviate there.
Well, the paste bin linking question, which I have put into the show notes, so if you'd like to read this extremely long block of text, I'm not going to read the whole thing. It's very long. If you'd like to read the whole thing, which I definitely suggest you do because it's a complete riot, please do. And the block of text here is a letter that is allegedly written to Kevin Sano. Now, sort of preface, I don't know if this is actually like a real thing, but it gives a good segue into the actual topic at hand. But
we'll just pretend
pretend it's real because
God knows there are people like this who exist.
Well, because even if this letter isn't real, there are people exactly like this that I know, people that I've actually met in this fandom and talked with who are exactly like this.
Brember Horn.
And so I'm gonna read just a little bit of this. And this is from a man named Jin. And it says, "Dear Kevin Sano, this may be the strangest message you will ever receive, but I do hope you'll take the time to read it and consider what I have to say. To put it simply, I would really appreciate it if the next time your birthday comes around, you would request that your clop artist friends who like to give you sexually oriented pony art as gifts draw some pony other than Twilight Sparkle for you. The reason I ask this is because Twilight is my fiancé, and we're planning on getting married next June or July, should everything go as planned financially speaking. And yes, I have actually found a wedding chapel that will let me marry someone that most people would consider a fictional character. Please hear me out. You see, I'm totally head over heels in love with Twilight Sparkle, and I have been for about 11 months now, and at this point I'm in a committed relationship with my Twily. By that I mean I don't date anyone else, I don't sleep with anyone else, and I have zero interest in having any kind of relationship with anyone other than the mare I adore. I love her with all my heart, and I'm 100% committed to that love. Now he goes on, and it gets progressively stranger as things I go, saying such things as, when I hold her in my arms and kiss her, there are no doubts in my mind that it's the mare I love whose lips are pressed against mine, and other incredible, just out.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Shit. And bullshit. Are you there? Oh, God. Wait, is it me? Oh, shit. Are we back?
Yep, we're back.
Oh, thank God.
Where did I get cut off there?
I don't know.
What was the last thing I said?
Shit, I forgot.
Anyways, I'll just continue. He goes on to say that he's uncomfortable about people drawing porn of Twilight because him and Twilight are evidently getting married. And the Twilight he's talking about, Twilight in question, is actually a plush that he's either bought or made that's rather large that he cuddles with and kisses every day. And the letter itself is signed, with regards, Jin and Twilight. Now, when I first read this, I was for sure that it was this guy I'd known on Pony-chan. Because this was the kind of shit he'd say all the time. It was like, please stop. It was just like, please stop, drawing porn of Twilight because I'm in love with her and all this shit. It's like, and it makes me uncomfortable that the mare I'm in love with is drawn, as a sex slave and all this shit. So the letter itself is just completely outrageous, and I'm not entirely sure that it's real, though it wouldn't surprise me if it was. But the point I'm trying to make is that there are actually people like this, and I can confirm that because I know at least 2 people who are exactly like this, and both of them for Twilight too, strangely enough. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because she's the main character.
Maybe.
But here's sort of the crux of the whole conversation, and that is that you are all becoming far too fucking invested in the source material. Please stop.
Well, let me just say, I am, and this is totally legit. Well, it's legit in most states. I still need to register with the state of South Dakota, but I am an ordained minister with the Universal Life Church.
So am I.
Yeah, so, I think I'm willing to if I'm willing to. I don't know if and Bullshit's willing to, but to Jin and Twilight, I will offer my services completely free of charge. If you can attend BronyCon 2013, I will be more than happy to, in the state of Maryland, wed both of you.
I'm crying.
I am being completely serious. Please stop laughing.
Yeah.
I will do it. I will bring credentials. I will bring a letter of good standing. Let's do this. Let's fucking rock and roll, dude.
Let's, man, just think of how much of a fallout that would be if you kind of tried to pull that shit, at BronyCon. Like, just imagine.
You just have this incredibly fat guy, and who looks basically like an overweight Red Skull without the Red Skull, performing a wedding ceremony. Obviously not in BronyCon, because they would never let us do it in BronyCon. Basically in the parking lot. Oh God, I hope Fox News is there. I hope. Are you there? Don't tell me.
I'm here.
Okay, you had to compose yourself.
I just
You just
first of all, I didn't know that
you're just so overwhelmed with my charity.
your incredible devotion to the pure, unadulterated love of a man and a fictional cartoon character.
A fictional cartoon man.
First of all, go right ahead because that would be hilarious. And second of all, I didn't know that you were also ordained at the Universal Life Church, so we're minister buddies.
Yes. Yes, we should totally I don't know what ministers do when they hang out.
I think they smoke.
Okay, cool. I think we could do that. I think we can pull that off. It's Maryland. We won't be far from tobacco country.
Well, the point that I was trying to get before emdefmek.
Wow, I think that's that. I'll pat myself on the back. That was a really good derail.
What I was about to say before emdefmek jumped in with his active, incredible charity and goodwill. Was that what was it I said? You're all becoming too invested in the show. Please stop. I believe.
Yeah. Don't do that.
we talk, we have talked rather, many weeks about what we sort of refer to as the purists of the fandom. And all this, people trying to do essentially what the Burned Furs did back in the furry fandom. And again, if you don't know what that is, please go and Google Burned Furs and learn everything you can, because the results will be shocking to you. But this is just another side of that whole being too invested in fandom or too invested in a show. There comes a point at which you need to step back and reevaluate your stance as a fan of something. And personally, I think this is going too far. But what do I know, right?
Well, there's that one chick who was like really into the Eiffel Tower, and then her and the Eiffel Tower had a parting of ways, and I think she hooked up with the Golden Gate Bridge.
I was about to say the Statue of Liberty.
That was real.
No, that was a real thing. Yes, it was.
Yeah, she was actually. Well, it started because she was an Olympic archer, and she she fell into a deep sexual relationship with her bow, and then it just sort of upgraded. And I think eventually she's just gonna have a. God damn it! Why the fuck are people so fucked up?
And yet,
I don't say that in that it's wrong, but where are we going as humans?
Well, just think of what the next step is. Now, have you ever seen what's that show? Archer. You've seen Archer, haven't you?
Yeah. I
comedy
enjoy
cartoon.
Archer every once in a while.
I can't remember his name, but the German scientist character has a virtual wife. A virtual anime girl wife who is very real, I guess, in a sense. And he throughout the show he's trying to legalize his marriage with her. And I feel like that's where this is progressing. And but hey, I mean, if in Japan you can marry your body pillow, then who am I to say?
And your Nintendo DS.
Yeah, and your Nintendo DS. Who am I to say that in America you can't marry your Twilight plushie? It's a land of opportunity, It's a free.
Yeah.
So by all means, legalize marriage with plushies, I suppose.
Wait, no, I'm trying. I read through the letter, but again, I was reading it kind of in a rush before the show. Is it specifically? Does he personify Twilight Sparkle through a plushie, or is it just strictly
It's
online or digitally?
it's a little
Virtually, I mean.
Yes. Let me find the. Here it is. This is the sentence, paragraph 6.
I love how we're like, this is like the Constitution. It's like, yes, paragraph 6.
I love her with all my heart, and I'm 100% committed to that love, he says. To express my love in a real, tangible way, I have a beautiful, handmade, custom Twilight Sparkle plushie that I can hug, kiss, cuddle up in bed, and go to sleep with at night, and take out on the town to do all the fun things together that normal couples do. I take her out to eat at nice vegetarian restaurants. We go shopping together. I take her out for coffee. We do social activities together, like hanging out with friends, seeing movies, etc. And I talk about her, and this is where it gets a little bizarre. I talk about her as if she is Twilight, because to me she very much is. When I look at her, I see Twilight Sparkle. When I talk with her, I'm talking to Twilight. When I hold her in my arms and kiss her, there are no doubt in my mind that it's the mare I love whose lips are pressed against mine. And every morning when I open my eyes and see her on the pillow next to mine with her gorgeous violet eyes staring back at me, I can't help but wonder how I ever got to be so lucky to have a partner as smart, funny, beautiful, and all around wonderful as her. So
now I have to ask, he says he has this high quality custom plushie, handmade custom plushie. I'm wondering if he's upgraded. I'm wondering if it when he started out, if it was just a regular Twilight toy.
Oh, you're wondering if he's added the Lyris Liz. Is what you're wondering.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he started out with just like this fucking like a purple balloon animal, and then just saved up the money and finally got a plushie, and then did upgrades to it.
Went on a Black Friday binge on Bad Dragon.
I'm wondering if he's like those real doll people. You've heard about the real doll people.
Yes, we've talked about the real doll on this show.
Yes. You know what I'm talking about, the real doll people. They have their forums where they talk about, yes, me and Cindy, we went to Branson, Missouri.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck? I can't do this anymore. I can't do this.
Oh, this is my favorite part of the entire letter right here.
20 years ago, this would never happen. The internet was just a Usenet. You put your telephone on top of a modem and dialed into a bulletin board. This didn't happen.
Here we go. This right here. This is my favorite part of the letter, because in this part he's actually speaking on behalf of Twilight. So where was I?
Well, now I have to ask. Okay. Speaking on behalf of Twilight, what kind of relationship is this? I mean, why can't she speak for herself?
Well, this is what he says. I know quite well that Twilight Sparkle, this is him speaking to Kevin Sano, Twilight Sparkle is not your plaything nor your property. She is my fiancée. It bugs me a bit. What I really find loathsome, though, is your penchant for degrading my partner in both your art and the fan art you've been receiving lately. Twily is a sweet and fairly vanilla little mare who I treat with the utmost love and respect, and she definitely does not deserve to be portrayed as some kind of sexual slave who likes to be dressed up in sleazy attire, wearing a collar, getting sodomized, and having her face ejaculated on. She's not into that kind of stuff, he says. And the fact that there's someone out there in the world, such as yourself, who would desire to treat Twilight that way and have his friends support and validate his desires to demean and mistreat my partner by drawing pictures of him doing so really does bother me. I don't take any issue with people having kinky sex so long as both parties consent to it and enjoy it, but I know quite well that my Twily has no desire whatsoever to be treated like that. So, next year when your birthday comes around, keep in mind that Twilight Sparkle isn't just a lifeless cartoon character to be objectified for your sexual gratification. She's the partner of someone who loves her very much, and hopefully by that time, their wife.
Okay, he's assuming there's just one Twilight.
Well, yeah, he hasn't. I suppose he hasn't bought into the whole fanon, idea.
Because I'll admit, yeah, Kevin Sano's Twilight is a total cock-gobbling whore. But that again, it's like what I've said before. There's this whole idea of compartmentalization. Right-wing Christians do it all the time with in regards to science and evolution, where you can hold contrary beliefs or ideas. So it's like you need to do that in a fandom. It's especially when you have things such as ass tumblers, and you have like Smitty G and his Rainbow Dash. You have Ozzy JP and his Rainbow Dash, and then you have Kevin Sano and his Twilight Sparkle.
And then you have different kinds of Rainbow Dashes too.
There's
the Apple Dash.
Yeah. You have Princess Celestia, you have Gamer Luna. You
have all these different kinds of headcanons, and they're just that. They're headcanons. They aren't real, And granted, this letter might be fake, but people like this exist, and I can affirm to that fact because I've met them, and some of them I talk to in Skype on a regular basis. Palm firmly placed on forehead. Let me assure you.
You just can't leave Pony-chan, can you?
I have. You just can't get It's just the people. Some of them are still my friends, and I'm nice to them. But
you need to burn those bridges.
Yeah.
You need to move on.
You're right.
Yes, we need to kill them.
All of them.
Yes, we need to go on a rampage, Saints Row style. I'll go grab the VTOL.
All right. Well, if there's anything else you have to add to this crazy topic, I think we're going to let this one rest for now.
I'm done. I'm done. This is it, folks. Episode 43. This is it. This is no.
No more. Please, dear God, no more.
This can't. No. What the fuck? What the fuck? I can't break again. Okay. Yeah, we're done with that topic.
Onwards to the cool shit, and I'm only saying this because I really have to pee. So I'll do mine, and then when you get on to yours, I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom real quick. Right. My first piece of cool shit this week, and this is the cool shit segment for those of you who are listening in. You can find everything. I hate saying this every week. You can find everything in our fucking show notes. Go to grandcalculator.tumblr.com. Jesus Christ, you should have heard it by now. Please look at our show notes. My first piece of cool shit this week is a sort of flash object from a person named Clarnetist on DeviantArt, and it's the Pinkie Pie timer. And, well, it's a flash timer that you can set to, looks like 99 minutes is the... Oh, no, 90 minutes.
So you can actually use it to, like, cook food.
Yeah, I actually have used it. You can time with it, and it makes silly little noises. And
how wonderful!
Yeah, and you can turn off the clicking noise with the click of a button up in the sound, but it still rings. And when it rings, the camera zooms in on Pinkie and her pupils vibrate. It's really funny. So it's just a little, I guess, timer. It's a cooking timer. And what's cool about this is he's working on making it an app for your phone. But if you have a device that can read Flash files, SWF, SWF files, he actually has a SWF version for you that you can put on your device if it can read Flash objects. So the Pinkie Pie timer, it's a cute little fun diversion, and I sometimes use it for cooking. So I will be right back. emdefmek, on to you.
All right. This thing I have here is called Science Luna Explains. And to be honest, I have no fucking clue what this thing is about. It's just really cute. It's a really cute style. And it's Science Luna, and she has a chalkboard, and she has lab coat, and she wears glasses, and it's all in black and white, and she has a pocket protector, and she answers questions. Like, why are submarine sandwiches shaped the way they are? And stuff like that. And while he's still pissing, I guess I'll, while we're waiting for him bullshit to come back, I think I'm going to read a little story. As you all know, a favorite series of mine is called Animal Husbandry by Standard Namespace. Recently, he had a third entry to it, which included Rarity. And, it's called Milk It for All It's Worth, and it's basically Rarity. Are you back yet?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, I guess I'm not going to read it. All right.
It's just
I was about to start reading it.
No, I pee faster than that. All right.
That tiny little Asian bladder. Sorry.
My next piece of bullshit is the Ask Tumblr for Ask Glitter Shell. Now, this Tumblr roped me in very quickly for reasons. And I initially thought that it was a female snails Tumblr, because I mean it's obviously there's a snail cutie mark, and she's got the same glitter. Her name is Glitter Shell, has the same coloring as snail. So I thought it was going to be something along the lines of T.G. Weaver's femme snails. And there are a couple of posts in here. One of them is Glitter Shell in like a I guess sort of skin tight suit doing dance, like stretching in a dance studio. And another one is her lying on her back, covering her crotch with her tail, and it's really cute, kind of suggestive pictures that weren't dirty but just sort of risque. And I was like, wow, this is really cool art and really cute. I should follow this. And I did, and I was, watching this stuff, and then finally I said I should go back and, read through all their backlogs, and I discovered that it's not actually femme snails. It's cross-dressing snails. Trans snails, if you will. And it's about snails whose being, the blog itself is actually run by Sweetie Belle, who's helping him out and giving him a place to vent about his feelings and fears. Her feelings and fears. Sorry, Purple Tinker. I won't make that mistake ever again. And it's just insanely cute and very well handled. So if you're in the mood for gender issues, this is definitely the blog for you.
So this is basically if Bill Cloutz was a pony.
Bill Kaulitz.
Kaulitz, yeah.
From Tokyo Hotel.
Yes.
Yes, if Bill Kaulitz from Tokyo Hotel had a Tumblr and was a pony, this would be his Tumblr.
Should I tell them my story about my one friend?
Yeah. Please do educate our audience on the amazingness that is Bill Kaulitz in Tokyo Hotel.
Okay. Well, if you look at more recent pictures of him, he looks more like a Butch Dyke. fuck you, PT. I'm gonna say stuff like that. But if you look at earlier images from like 2007, 2006, Bill Clouds looks incredibly like a female, very feminine, and knowing that, I managed to trick one of my friends into like becoming obsessed with him for about 3 months. Because I found out about Tokyo Hotel fairly early on and learned that Bill Clouds is actually a male, even though I first thought he was female. However, with my friend, I introduced him to Tokyo Hotel, and he immediately fell in love with Bill Clouds, and that went on for about 3 months, and then we told him that Bill Clouds is actually a dude. We had to let him know when he was talking about how he just was so in love with her that he was actually like jacking off to him. So we're like, dude, you should probably know that dude's a dude. So it's what the internet would like to call a tarp.
Yes, a tarp.
Yes, a tarp. So there you have it.
Yeah, it's on to your next cool shit.
Oh, it is. All right. Well, you're gonna automatically hate this thing. But I like it. I really like. I have no clue what's going on in it, because almost all of it is in Korean.
Aww.
However, I do enjoy the art style greatly, which is why I'm recommending it for people to follow.
Wow, the way they do pupils is just weird. It's really cool.
It's sort of like, in a way, it's kind of like Saley's. Saley does the weird pupils also. At first, I thought that computer was the computer from Super Jail, but I don't think it is. Though it looks a lot like the computer from Super Jail. I really wish it was the computer from Super Jail, but it's not. And also in the corner, you'll have a link to their mod blog. In the corner of the Pinkamena Tumblr, there's a link to the mod blog, which you should check out because they post their other artwork there, and they do really cool artwork. It looks really awesome. She did a really cool humanization of Queen Chrysalis in a really interesting style. So, yeah, go check it out.
All right, my next piece of cool shit is the arts Tumblr blog and mod blog of the artist Shadow Over Mars. Now, it was recently his birthday, so the front page is all just asks. But if you go through their art tag, they actually draw. It's very similar. Their art style is very similar to that of Pyruvate. It's very show styled. And just very simple digital art, all pornographic, of various characters. They don't have a fixation with any particular character, which I like. So there's a variety of things that they've drawn, and it's just very good. If you're looking for show styled pornographic artwork, this is definitely the Tumblr for you, because what they draw is very, very much in the style of the show. And it's extremely good. So,
is that one character fucking a box of cereal?
Yes.
It looks like it. Okay. Yeah, we'll just leave it there. Yeah.
So yes, give them a follow. I've been following them for quite some time, but I'd forgotten that I was following them. They're a great artist and just all the fapping.
Yeah, there you go. There you have it. Where's the fall? There it is. Okay. All right, my next thing. I don't know if I plugged this guy before, so fuck it. I'll just plug him again, I guess. It's the goddamn bad guy. He draws really cool artwork, mostly of Princess Luna, sometimes Chrysalis, uh, and it's really good. And there's actually quite a lot of rape in here. Huh, I never noticed that. Uh, that's probably why I'm just a horrible, horrible man. Um, so yeah, it's really high quality, and he actually posts at least of his safe for work art. He posts videos of him actually drawing it from YouTube, which is cool. So yeah, go check it out. Did Tumblr really slow the fuck down for you?
Yeah, it did. They might be having some stress on their servers right now.
Yeah, because I can't load his page at all. So that's why I'm kind of... Yeah, so let's just move on.
All right, my next piece of cool shit is the art blog for a artist named Rainbow Screen. Rainbow Screen is a not safe for work artist, though there is quite a bit of clean and suggestive art on this Tumblr. They're sort of like half pony, half furry. They have their own furry OC that they draw quite a bit of, but they draw other people's. They do a lot of commissions, so any commissions they do are posted on this Tumblr, and their art style is sort of like a cross between like Slugbox and just MLP styled artwork. It's very, very shiny, much like Slugbox. It's not quite as shiny, but the way they do anatomy is very similar. And it's a really nice blog, very, very clean. I want to say clean, not clean, very just sort of crisp artwork. And the picture that got me into this this blog was actually back when the whole GAC thing went around. Was they drew a picture of Pinkie Pie being raped by a giant blob of GAC, and I saw that and I was like, huh, that's kind of interesting. And I went and I looked at their blog, and they're a very interesting artist. And so if you're inclined to see furry art alongside of your pony art, Rainbow Screen is a very good artist.
I thought we were never going to talk about Gag. What's wrong with you?
I don't remember making that promise.
You disappoint me. Whatever. Okay, what are we doing here? Oh, finally, I get to talk about something not related to the fandom or anything pony related. Finally, thank God. This next thing I have is a video series. You know, I may have plugged this before, but who cares? Actually, I think I may have. But whatever. It's the Jimquisition. It's made by one of my favorite video game blog writers named Jim Sterling. He writes for Destructoid, and he has a show on The Escapist called, like I said, Jimquisition. It's also on YouTube. If you go to The Escapist's YouTube channel, you can watch the Jimquisition there too. There's a link there on the page. And he talks about shit that pisses him off about video games and the game industry and game fans, such as, actually one of my favorite ones was he did a video about, what was it? Oh, the friends lists. The friends list for the Wii U. And his huge gripe, and actually my gripe too, was the fact that like it's limited to 100 people. And it was really funny because he actually just started like going to his friends list on his Wii U and calling out people and being like, because being in the position he had like 200 friend requests, which obviously he couldn't have them all because his list was already full. So he was just calling out people right there on the show, and it was really funny. And friends lists are stupid. They should not be limited to 100 people. And actually, if you're a smart gamer, you'll probably find yourself agreeing with him on many, many things. So, yeah. Also, he's British, and he lives in Mississippi. So, there you go. And bullshit.
All right, my next piece of cool shit ties into my previous one. It's Rainbow Screen's Ask sort of comic blog. It's called Lesbian Diaries. It's not pony related at all. It's for her furry OC, and it's just a cute little blog about her OC and her girlfriend living together, and it's fairly new. It's only about 3 weeks old. And it's definitely not safe for work warning because it's about a bunch of horny lesbians.
Because it's furry.
Yeah, because it's furry and furries are gross. But
and disgusting.
If you
they deserve to go to hell.
Yes, all of them.
Yes.
But if you check out Rainbow Screen and you like her art, this is her Ask blog for her OC. It's funny. There's actually some pony stuff in here. In one of the backgrounds, they have a rarity poster on the wall.
Oh, I'm sure J-Hoof will be following this now.
But so yeah, it's just a furry lesbian Ask blog. So definitely check it out. It's very cool.
Fucking furries. All right. My next thing is this Tumblr called Ask Twilight and Felch. Ask Twilight and Fletch. Sorry about that. Felching is when you get blown while taking a shit. I didn't mean to make that. I totally meant to make that mistake. But yeah, it's Twilight and Fletch. And as far as I can tell, Twilight's being Twilight and Fletch is just incredibly annoying piece of shit. We have no idea who he is, why he's there. He's basically J-Hoof. Fletch is basically J-Hoof. He shows up. You don't know why he's there. You don't really want him there. He's red and black, which is a horrible color combination. He's just a horrible, horrible thing, and you don't want him around. But it's really cute style. Twilight's actually really kind of literal. And what's the other thing this blog does? Oh yeah, they have random quotes from movies, such as Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid and Animal House in the captions. So whatever that's about. So yeah, there you go. What's your big bubbly horse ass thing?
All right. My next piece of cool shit. I'm not sure if I've plugged this before, but if I have, oh well. I'm plugging it anyways. It's the Tumblr blog for the artist Pondunkadunk. And it's just it's a pony porn blog. Mostly sketchy stuff, though there is a lot of there are a few finished works They draw gigantic asses. They seem to have this like huge infatuation with massive butts. Um, for instance, there's a picture of Derpy sitting on Spike's face, rather.
And there's that picture of Rainbow Dash and Spike.
Yeah.
Which I don't think Fluid behaves that way.
No, by no means. The fluids in this Tumblr are completely wrong, which I think is why I like this Tumblr so much. They have this infatuation with oil and dripping and just, yeah.
These pictures of Twilight trying to put on pants is really funny.
These are such huge asses. Like, how are these even fucking? He drew this picture of Mrs. Cake, and it's like, oh, okay, Mrs. Cake got a normal head, pretty normal body, kind of wide hips, this gigantic ass just like sticking out. It's crazy. I have no idea. It's also a new blog, and they posted quite a bit of art in just the 4 weeks that they've been here. So they continue to pump out quite a bit of content.
I just love how the artwork he posts is really, really good, and it's just really well drawn. But then you look at his avatar image, his icon image, his Tumblr icon image, and it just looks like the shittiest fucking, oh, I'm 17 years old and I picked up a book at Barnes & Noble on how to draw the animes.
Yeah. It looks like it's from his DeviantArt profile from 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's like, okay, whatever. Yeah, so ignore that because his artwork is actually really good. And yeah,
I really like his banner too. When I saw his banner, I was like, I know I'm gonna fucking like this Tumblr, because it's just a bunch of asses.
Actually, yeah, I think the reason I started following this is because a couple of our favorite critics made complaints about that banner. Or talked about that banner. So I'm like, oh, cool, another Tumblr to follow.
That's how you know when the people we don't agree with like or hate the stuff. That's when you know, oh, I'm gonna like this.
Yeah, it's like, oh boy. All right. I think that can bring it back to me. And surprising, I'm actually kind of surprised that and Bullshit didn't find this, considering his obsession with Cheerilee. But he didn't, so I guess that means I found it. It's called Cheerilee's Chalkboard, and from what I gather, this is when she got her cutie mark and started teaching. So I'm guessing this is her first time, like, in the classroom, and she's kind of doesn't know what the hell she's doing. But it's really cute because she's always on the writing and drawing on the chalkboard, and she gets covered in chalk dust. She gets chalk dust everywhere. And in one post, she tries to shake it off, and it just gets worse, and it looks absolutely adorable. So, Jesus Christ, that GIF is going way too fucking fast.
Oh, I see. It's her and her first sort of legs of teaching.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I didn't find this. I'm going to give this a follow. It's never seen this one before. It's only 3 weeks old, and wow, they actually do updates pretty regularly. So awesome.
Yeah, so you should totally check it out. Because I'm almost pretty sure. Yeah, this is her. This is supposed to be her like first class ever. So yeah, go check it out. It's really, really cute. It's work safe too, so.
Yes, it appears to be non-pornographic entirely, so that's another
So
point.
yeah, when you're standing in line at the Starbucks and you're looking on your phone, you shouldn't feel too weird when this pops up in your Tumblr app. Unlike that one time when EC Major updated and I didn't know, I just scrolled. Fuck that old bitch. Fuck her. She don't know me. So whatever.
All right, my next piece of cool shit is the Tumblr blog. I'm not actually sure what this guy's name is. The banner of the website says Hing Hoi Little Pony, and the URL is Freedom Tai. So I actually have no idea what this guy's actual artist name is. I'm just going to assume it's Hing Hoi. But they're a porn artist who does pony style, almost similar to like John Hazeko or Pony Love, if you ever have seen that one. And they're new. They've only been around for a couple weeks. Or, wow, a couple days, actually. They draw hella fast. Holy shit. But right now their entire blog is just Octavia, which I'm totally okay with because I love Octavia. And there's just all sorts of various porn of Octavia. So
I think I may have found their Pixiv account.
Ooh.
Hang on. Let me try to log in the Pixiv and see. No, okay, this isn't his Pixiv account. Okay, never mind.
But this is it's a good blog. Jesus Christ, they draw a lot. They've drawn a lot in like just a few days. But yeah, give it a follow, especially if you like Octavia. It seems they have a current obsession with Octavia. So if you really like Octavia and you really like porn, this is a really good new Tumblr blog artist. It's good shit.
Oh god, what the hell is people's obsession with just drinking huge amounts of cum? That's just so nasty to me. It is. Cum has piss in it. Why would you want to drink a whole wine glass full of it? I'm talking about that one post.
Yeah, I see the post where she's got the cherry and the
the wine glass. Just
wine glass, yeah.
Yeah, that's no. Okay, I'm done. All right. I have one last thing. It's Dusty Sculptures, and it's.
Oh, I can't believe we haven't picked this guy yet.
Yeah, his artist called, I'm assuming, Dusty. And they make little sculptures of ponies. And actually, they just put this latest one up for sale for $175. It's a sculpture of Twilight leaning on her back, reading a book, or having a book in her hand, her hooves, and looking at you all adorably. And they've done other things like Chrysalis and Rainbow Dash and her what kind of suit is that? I don't know what suit that is. Some kind of racing suit.
I think we have plugged this artist before, but we plugged their DeviantArt.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. No, now they're on Tumblr, so yeah. You can go give them a follow. Yeah, and this person is insanely good at clay sculptures, and they do make a bit of money off of it, from what I've seen. Yeah. But I would, if I had the money to spend, I would happily buy some of these sculptures. They're fantastic. Yeah, and the $175 is not that expensive considering the time it takes to make this shit and the level of detail. There's like actually words in that book. So he or she definitely puts in the effort. Oh wow. What? Yeah, I'm just looking at it right now. You're right. There are actually words in the book. That's crazy. Yeah. So yeah. All right, and my last piece of shit for this week is from Brayburn. Brayburn was nice enough to gather up all the gay pony art he could find, including his own backlog and the backlog of his artist friends, into a gigantic 400 megabyte rare file.
So, if you, like me, are a purveyor of gay pony arts, then this is the post for you. The link I've dropped in the show notes is just a direct link straight to the hot file download of the rare. And I've been through it, and there are actually some stuff in there that I'd never seen before. So if you're so inclined, give it a download and see if there's anything in there that you haven't seen yet. Because chances are there is, if you are like me and you only pretty much follow Skipsy and Brayburn.
Yeah. So much for the fandom being homophobic.
I know, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was another thing we could have talked about for our main topic was that post.
Well, how many minutes do we have left?
Oh, we have quite a bit of time.
Well, you want to get into that? Fuck it.
You know what? I'm gonna make an addendum here to the show notes just after the cool shit is main topic number 2. Doing shit we've never done before.
Holy shit, this is all on the fly.
Oh, fuck. Is this even allowed?
We're riding on the seats of our pants.
This shouldn't be allowed. Holy shit.
We might get banned in Algeria for this.
All right, let me just, I'm going to have to go. I don't follow Purple Tinker, but I know it's on her blog or around here somewhere.
Or you can just go to Hobbs Meerkat's Tumblr. I'm pretty sure it's still up there. He's sort of been in low profile mode since this happened.
I'm just scrolling past all of the shit she blogged from me. God, she just blogged like everything I posted. Why would you do that?
I'm surprised she still follows you.
I don't know why. I'm so horrendous. I think she just honestly just follows me for the cute things that I post. All right, here, I'm not going to post the drama-filled version because you fuckers can find that for yourself. But here, I'll put it in the... Whoop, there we go. There's the post in question. And so a couple days ago, Purple Tinker made a post about... a picture she had requested from Egophiliac. And Egophiliac, of course, is the artist behind Woonastuck and Slice of Pony Life, for those of you who follow those. Let me just... Stupid homophobic shit. There we go.
Yeah.
And what had happened was she requested a picture that was just a simple... It was actually really cute. I saved it. It's a really nice picture of Caramel and Big Mac cuddling with little hearts around them. It's a very cute little, 20-minute picture that Egophiliac did. Really nice. And the post in question was a picture, the picture, and then a screen cap of the description of the picture under Egophiliac's picture on DeviantArt, and it says, Egophiliac here has posted, I have disabled comments because I'm fed up with all the AIDS jokes and people telling me I deserve to die for drawing this nice going people. And Purple Tinker posted it saying that she had requested it because she was trying to see if people would react in this way. And lo and behold, they did. So it was sort of like she was baiting the fandom, which was what got Hobbs all worked up, which is why he got into a little argument with her and with other blogs, namely Horsing Around, Shut About Ponies. And Purple Tinker asserted that because of this, the Brony fandom is full of homophobes. And,
which, by the existence of, let's see, Brayburn, Skipsy, Mike the Microphone, Jackalap, you. Sorry.
Don't forget that I'm a homophobe.
Yeah. and the fact that Brayburn collected some 400 megabytes of gay pony porn, I'd say that while not a majority, there is a definite part of the fandom that at least appreciates, that is at least not homophobic.
Yeah. You're making the assertion that the entire fandom is homophobic because, and this ties into that whole, I don't like to use the word brony because bronies are homophobic and misogynistic and all of that shit. Asserting...
Bronies did 9/11.
Yeah. The asserting that the fandom is...
caused the Holocaust.
Asserting that the fandom is homophobic just because of you know, these comments on DeviantArt. For one thing, DeviantArt is full of retards.
Yeah, bronies killed Jesus. It is well, and the thing is I think what Purple Tinker, I think, understands and thus exploits is that she has, through her actions, basically ruined her name in the fandom. So when she, and I think she knows this and uses this to her advantage to smear whatever label she wants onto the. Now, okay, this is me getting into conspiracy theory territory. But I feel she uses her ruined reputation in order to run a smear campaign against bronies.
Well, against parts of bronies. She is an anti-brony, obviously, or else she wouldn't be running Big Apple Pony Con. Which, by the way, is looking like a very nice con, and we should all be looking towards that because it's announced some interesting things. I wouldn't say she's running a smear campaign against all bronies, but she's definitely along the same lines as people like Melmod or Dumbo from Horsing Around, saying that the word brony should not be used because it is attributed to homophobia, sort of thing. And I don't understand how you can paint such a negative picture because, like...
Well, my mega biggest beef, and I share the beef along with Hobbs, is the fact that she wanted to make a point, which she did, but the thing is that she grabbed an innocent bystander, namely Egoraptor, and dragged them into
Egophiliac, rather.
Egophiliac. God damn it, Tumblr. They're fucking shipping Egoraptor and the mod for raindrops answers together.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen Ahmed's, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, God damn it. But yeah, Egophiliac. That's, I mean, the whole homophobic thing, that's going to happen. It's the internet. You know, you're on DeviantArt, you're on the internet. There are homophobes everywhere. There are homophobes in the brony fandom. I will not deny that. That's going to happen. Welcome to life. Deal with it. But the fact is that she basically abused Egophiliac. And in a way, it's like I'm sort of pissed off for Egophiliac.
I'm curious to know, and I will never ask her this because I don't intend to rile things up again, but I'm curious to know as to whether she told Egophiliac while Egophiliac was drawing, hey, by the way, I'm trying to see if I can whip up some homophobic comments, you know.
Which to be honest, just looking at what Egophiliac does, I would have my suspicions if Egophiliac said, yeah, sure, that sounds like a great idea. I mean, obviously by her disabling I'm not too sure if Egophiliac's male or female, but by them disabling comments, I don't think that's what they wanted to happen.
No. And yes, this is baiting, but ultimately the true problem here is that, like you said, she dragged somebody else into it, which is not, that's not a new thing in the reputation of her and others like her, dragging show staff in, which we've talked about with Mando Pony.
Yeah. Which I think what we can glean from this is that, like I told, Hobbs Meerkat, because when he tried to get into it, he unfortunately, I guess you could say, opened up a can of, basically just threw shit into a fan, and, I really the only thing you can do in a situation like this, which nobody will ever do because nobody ever listens, is to ignore it. Just, you can acknowledge it, but just move on. Just be like, oh, okay, PT's doing that thing again. All right. What else is going on? That's really all you can do. That's really all you should do. But what do I know?
Well, and Purple Tinker spoke on this, particularly with her essay on the culture of chill, which I think we've talked about before.
Wait, who?
Purple Tinkers. About how some people say that you can't just chill out. It's, the internet is serious business, but honestly, you should be able to distance yourself from things that happen on the internet in relation to things that happen in real life, There are some places where they cross, like, for instance, Facebook. Things that happen on Facebook will affect you in real life, but things that happen on places like Tumblr or Derpy or DeviantArt, they shouldn't affect you in real life, They're just harsh comments are harsh comments, and the person behind them is a douchebag, and you can accept that. And I think just going on with your day, just...
Well, I've seen the post on Tumblr a couple times. It's that one image of the little kitten. It's a cartoon image, and it shows like how to deal with an internet argument. And it's done by the little kitten who has a professor cap on, and it's like, how far do you want to take it? And here's the good way here are the good ways to take it. Here are the bad ways to take it. And there's only one good way to take it. And it's like somebody says something you don't agree with, or somebody says something that pisses you off, or whatever. And, well, obviously the good thing to do is just to ignore it.
Yeah.
And then the bad things are you can acknowledge it, or you can get into an argument, or you can totally do the full-blown social justice thing and do the whole... I am on a quest to destroy this, to end this. I make my stand here. And you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I think the lesson to learn here is don't feed the trolls.
Never feed the trolls. It's a bad idea. I mean, look what happened to Mando Pony when he baited MLP. He got a lot of shit from MLP, or /MLP from 4chan, and it's just let the trolls be trolls and don't let them ruin your day, because at the end of the day, you're in a fandom around a show created for preteen females. What are you going to do?
How many times do we have to reiterate that?
I think we should reiterate it every week, which we do.
Yeah. We've been doing it for 43 episodes. But nobody seems to fucking listen. We need to make shirts. That's what we need to do.
Remind yourself it's just a show. Take a deep breath.
No, it should just be like, My Little Pony. It should have the logo, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. And underneath it, in just giant font, it should just be like, it's just a show.
What really gets me is that people like Apple Cider and Chef Sandy, who have an even bigger following than we do, have been saying this for even longer than we've been saying it, and people still don't listen. That's what really gets me.
Yeah. It's because people don't want to listen. People want this. People want to fight. Which means that the real solution to this is a war. The United States needs to go to war. We need to invade another country.
Yes.
So that way all these people will be drafted and actually have to go and fight. And then they will stop caring.
And earn some perspective. Well, it's like you said, you know, that you predicted that the war between furries and bronies is going to come to a head.
Yeah. It's... War is coming. Winter is coming. Well, winter's already here, but yeah.
Holy shit, is winter here. It's freezing.
Fuck you.
It's like... Oh man, it's like fucking 54 degrees Fahrenheit here. It's freezing cold.
Yeah, it's 9 here. So yeah, you can lick my taints.
And with that...
And with the... That's another fine show we've gotten ourselves into.
Another fine mess
with
you put in Emdefmek.
Yes. Alright, yeah, you can find us at our fucking Tumblrs that we've said over and over again. You can find the podcast at the Tumblr we've said over and over again. We've had no fantastic guests this week because we're too goddamn lazy to go and ask people. I have no fucking clue what in bullshit's gonna put in for the outro song.